How is everybody today? My name is Ibarka, otherwise known as Garrison Wolfe, otherwise aka known as the Alpha Wolf Agent. Yes, I'm trying to start something. But in this video, we're going to be continuing on with our Alpha Wolf insight, really looking into the book of The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F. This video will contain explicit language, so this is your warning now, and then there we go. So let's get started. Last video we left off with chapter 3, and today we will be going into chapter 4, which it will have pretty much all the goodies in a good bar right here. So hope you guys can follow along, and I put the bar here, sorry, it's inverted, to really follow along, make notes. And if you have any other insights, or if you have any of your own insights with this book, please let me know in the comments. If you recommend this book to anybody, leave them to this video. And if you have any books you'd like me to read, go ahead and send them to me. But chapter 4, the value of suffering. Now, in life, there will be suffering. There will always be suffering. And the question you have to ask yourself is, what is the purpose of your suffering? Why are you suffering? Why are you grinding hard every single day? I know why I'm working hard every single day. I know why I get up in the morning at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. when I'm sleeping in. But I know exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Now, I know there's always going to be pain in my life. And I know no matter what I do, there will be some kind of pain. But at the end of the day, I get to control how that pain affects me and what my suffering really costs me, per se. Now, a word that really goes in with suffering and why you're suffering is otherwise known as your values. Your values really determine why you're suffering and how much you're really willing to take. And, values like the army, leadership, loyalty, yes, it's nice to have. But, like respect, yes, and pretty much all the other values, they're too broad. That's the problem with, really defining values and picking values for ourselves. Like, being rich is still really broad. Like, why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to be popular? Why do you want to be fit? I know exactly why I want to be fit, because I want to live a long, healthy life with my family and myself. And you have to ask yourself, yes, I have these kind of values, but why do I have those values? Always ask yourself what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what do you hope to achieve? Because having set values really determines your set life, 100%. Now, chapter 5, we are always choosing. Now, this chapter in particular, not really hurt me the most, not really hurt me, but it got to me. It's one of the chapters that really got to me the most, and that is we are always choosing. Now, we can't always control what happens in life, because life will gut check you. Life will just right there and right there and right there. It just will beat you down without you even noticing or without you even giving warning. But you are always willing to choose, and you always have the option to choose what you're doing in your life and how you're going to respond to those gut checks. I have been gut checked so many times this year, but I'm choosing not to let that break me. I'm choosing not to let the tears stop me from really achieving what I'm doing in life. Now, this bullet point is really kind of controversial per se, but you are 100% responsible for everything in your life. Now, before you go spam in the comments or throw a Molotov cocktail through my window because I'm saying that, understand the word and the meaning behind it, responsibility. Now, you can be responsible, you can do what's right, but in this case, 100% responsibility for your own actions and everything that happens in your life doesn't always have to be meaning what you do. It's how you respond. And this entire chapter, in chapter 5, really goes off of how you respond to the loss, how you respond to the gains, how you respond to basically everything in your life, but it is your life. You are 100% responsible. I don't care what you say. I do care. I'm not an asshole. But I care, but you also have to suck it up and realize, yes, my life is shit. Yes, everything in my life sucks, but you know what? I am 100% responsible for everything in my life and me letting that happen. Because if you're sitting around letting this happen, you are responsible. Whether you like it or not, you are responsible. Now, chapter 6 is a little bit of a shit stir, I ain't gonna lie to you, but you're always wrong. That's a pretty gut check. You're probably wondering, like, Garrison, why are you saying that shit? There's some things I'm right about, and there is a little thing in life about humans, about evolving. You're always wrong. People back then, people hundreds of years ago, were wrong. Because now today, we are still wrong, we are just less wrong. And 100 years in the future, they're gonna look back on our mistakes. Tomorrow, you're going to look back at your mistakes yesterday. And the thing you have to take from chapter 6, in my opinion, is you're always wrong, and you have to ask yourself, well, what would happen if I was wrong? What's the worst thing that could happen if I just sat down with myself, explained to myself, hey, I might be wrong in this? Because once you open your damn eyes on being wrong on something, it lets you see an entirely new perspective on life. And just accepting that you're wrong, accepting that you're always going to be wrong, just if you learn, you'll be less wrong. That's how I'm working my life. I'm constantly failing in my life. I'm constantly fucking up everything in my life. But you know what? I'm getting better. Just like the katana, just like a blade, you get sharper as you're getting beat the hell out of. And yes, that is an analogy that I made up on the fly because I have no creativity and I just got a katana, so stay tuned for that. But just accept that you're wrong about certain things. Accept that you're wrong. You could be wrong about everything. And once you really close your own opinion off and open yourself to other opinions, it really does activate the flowing juices of growing. So chapter 6, just accept that you're wrong sometimes. And it's okay to be wrong because in life, as humans, in evolution, we are always wrong. We are just less wrong than yesterday. Now, chapter 7 is sort of the same thing as chapter 6. It just goes on the more basis of, you have to open your mind up. Failing is the way forward, which sort of means, like, as I said in chapter 6, that you're going to get beat up, but every time that you get back up, you're going to get stronger. As a real estate agent, I fail a lot. I get a lot of doors slammed in my face. I get a lot of phone numbers blocking my number. Yeah, I'm not saying sorry for that because I failed. I failed at getting a listing. I failed at getting a client. But you know what? I'm going to be more experienced for the next client because I fail. There's a book called Fail Forward. We'll go deep on that in the future, but failing is the way forward for chapter 7. These chapters are sort of short because they merge in with each other, but that's okay because the more repetition I keep throwing at you and the more repetition I smack you in the face with, hopefully it sticks. Hopefully something sticks. Because you know the saying, you throw enough spaghetti on the wall, not the ground, the ceiling, maybe ceiling, I don't know. But you throw enough spaghetti at the wall, some noodles are gonna stick. And the more I beat this into your head, every chance that I get, something's gonna stick. And if it doesn't, rewind the video. Maybe point that way because I'm inverted. But rewind the video and just watch it again. Go back and read the book again. Go back and listen to the book again. But that's besides the point. Failing is the way forward. Yes, you're going to fail, but don't think of it as the end. You only truly fail when you give up. So remember that saying, you only truly fail when you give up. Chapter 8 is really something I like. It is the power or the importance of saying no. Now, there is, I don't know if you would call this contradicting, but there is freedom in commitment. Because, and I know, I'm just messing with your mind, just blew your mind out of your face. But I'll explain it to you. Once you are feeling committed to something, once you have your mind, your eyes set on something, a new job, a new relationship, a new car, wink, wink. Pretty much, when you have your mind and your values set on one thing, the power of no is the strongest form of growth. Because you're saying no to all those, dinners out, all that wasting money. You're saying no to other people in the streets when you have a relationship right here. You're saying no. And that is important because that strengthens your commitment. It gives you freedom because you know you're not going to hop bar to bar. You know you're not going to hop car to car. I rhymed. But you know that you're not going to be in life's clutches, just walking the streets of weirdness. You're going to sit on, while everyone else is swimming around trying to find their island, you can be happy that you're on your island. You can be happy that you're relaxed. And you can be happy watching other people struggle. I know it's a dick thing to say, but you're happy because you're committed to this island and you're safe. And there's safety in that. And there's a sense of freedom that you get that, yes, you can go somewhere, but you're saying no to it, and this strengthens this. And pretty much it's a constant cycle of when you said no, your life gets stronger, your values get stronger, and you become a way better person than you really were. Chapter 9 was definitely a hard hitter. If you guys have not read the book, I strongly recommend reading it solely because of chapter 9. In chapter 9, he really talks about how he lost his friends. And he had dreams about him and his friend. And pretty much that dream with his friend that he lost really helped him understand his life and made him realize he needs to get his shit together. And pretty much it's chapter 9 and then you die. Because you're going to die one day. I'm going to die one day. That neighbor over there, that crazy auntie over there, she's going to die one day. We're all living organisms that we're going to die one day. But that doesn't mean life is meaningless. Life does have meaning. Life does have memories. It does have smiles. It does have tears, pain. Everything is mixed in a blender of life, but it has meaning. Because every day that you wake up and you go experience life, that's a meaning. It's nice. It's lovely. And it is beautiful to have such good meaning in your life. Understand that life is meaningless, kind of, gives meaning to it, because if there's no reason not to do anything, there's no reason not to do anything. Because if you're gonna die one day, people are saying, well, why would I do that if I'm gonna die one day? Why would I save my money if I'm gonna die, if I could die tomorrow? Well, why can't you not do it? That doesn't make sense really when I say it like that, but fuck it. Just remember the saying, if there's no reason to do anything, there's really no reason not to do something, which pretty much means get off your ass and go do it. Because half the time, well, 9 out of 10, 90%, keep it even, keep it nice and consistent. 90% of the time, it's really just you're afraid to do it, so you will chop it up as, there's no reason to do it if I'm going to blank one day, or it's going to blank one day. But yeah, life is meaningless, but it also gives it meaning because it's meaningless. And just remember the saying, if you say it with me, I've said it 1,000 times already just in this chapter, if there's no reason not to do anything, if there's no reason to do anything, there is no reason not to do something. So I know it was supposed to be a planned out like 3 chapters a book, 3 chapters a video, but I'm really going to hammer it in this time, and I really want to hammer it in the following videos. And I really appreciate all your guys' support. I really appreciate you watching my videos, and I'm trying to get a video out once a week. Maybe we can boost that up once this channel gets more traction. But I'm really, I'm trying my hardest with here. I'm grateful for you guys sticking with me, and we're gonna try and knock out some more books, knock out some more real estate stuff. If you guys don't watch that video, if you're new to this channel, I'm a 21-year-old realtor in West Virginia. My name is Garrison Wolfe, and I'm just trying to be the best me I could be, and I really do appreciate your support along the way. And I know there's going to be a lot more stuff going on. There's going to be a lot more achievements. There's going to be a hell of a lot more failure, and I'm just grateful to have all of you guys as company, all of my support. So thank you all for watching this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Remember, hit that red subscribe button and maybe even tap that little bell a little bit. But I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.